Hi, welcome back. So I was talking to my friend the other day about relationships and just how difficult they are. Some people might not like this comment, but actually I think they are. I have been with my partner for 15 years and I love him to bits. We have two beautiful boys and we have a really, really good relationship. I would say 95% of the time we're doing well, we get on with each other, we communicate well, and it's taken a long time for us to learn who each other is, how we respond to each other, how we show our love, how we respect each other and show up for each other. But it's not easy, it's hard work. It's hard work sharing your life with somebody, it's hard work sharing children with somebody, and navigating life together. And we are on a really good track at the moment. We're doing really well. We've got lots of stuff on the go. We're planning a wee holiday. But life can be difficult. Life can throw you curveballs. And in a relationship, it's about showing up for each other. It's about showing each other that you care. It's about making an effort and really working together. Working together. That's really important. So my partner works 6 days a week, so he's really, really busy with his job. And I work 4 days a week, and then I do a lot of the stuff with the kids because he's working. And that's fine. I don't actually mind that. I cook all the most of the dinners. On his day off, he's amazing. On his day off, he picks up the boys from school, he cooks dinner, and we have enough dinner for the next day. So it's like a big kind of pot of food that he makes, and it's brilliant. And he's only get one day off a week, and he does all of that, and I really, really appreciate it. I think it's just amazing, and he shows his love in that way. He phones every morning to check in on me, to check in on the kids, to see how we're doing. And over the years, there's been different ways. I do things in different ways. He does things in different ways. And there's stuff that is just not him. It's just not him. And I think that's what we need to remember when we've got a partner, is that our partner is who they are. That's who they are. Just like I'm who I am. He's who he is. I can't change him. He can't change me. Now, if we change ourselves because we're not happy with what's going on, or we're not happy with our situation, and we change ourselves, then that's fine. But we can't force our partner to change, and we actually have to meet our partner as they are and who they are. And I think at first, early on, I found that quite difficult. I'd been single for quite a while, and I'd sort of given up the thought of meeting someone that would be my person. And I found it difficult. I found it difficult kind of sharing my life, sharing stuff, not just doing stuff by myself anymore. And it was a transition. And over the years, there's been lots of transitions. We've got two kids. There's been changes of job. Um, there's been changes of circumstances, but we've managed to get through everything, and we're stronger for it. And I think the more you learn about your partner, the more you learn about who they are as a person, and not wanting to change them, but to accept them as they are, is one of the best things you can do for your relationship. I think we put a lot of expectation on our partners. We think they should show up like we do. We think that they should be like we are. They should think the way we think, and they're not. They don't. That's the whole point. We're different people, but we should complement each other. And I think there's a lot I've learned over the years from my partner. I've learned to be a lot less reactive. I've learned to be a lot more patient about what life throws at me and changes in life. And he's really taught me to be someone who can handle challenge and can be really resilient. And there was a time years ago that I wouldn't have been that way. I wouldn't have been as much that way. And I love the way he's taught me how to be that and just really shown me a different way of reacting to things and being, and really helping me to protect my peace. I think that's the black and white of that is like helping me protect my peace. Why am I reacting? Why am I allowing myself to be very reactive? And it doesn't help me. It stresses me out. It makes me anxious. It makes me panic in a moment, when actually, if I took a deep breath and I took a step back, it would really help me. And even all my counselling skills didn't help me with that at times, but my partner has really helped me realise that actually it's about taking a step back before you deal with something. And he's taught me a lot in life. He's very forward thinking, very thinking about families, very family orientated, which is so important to me because our boys and our family are really important. And the thought of further on in the future when we have grandchildren and we expand our family, it's so important to set our children up so that they are going to have the best life possible and they're going to have a better life than we did. They're going to excel in anything and everything that they want to do. And we encourage them with their football, their swimming, their inline skating. We're very active in making sure that they're active and that they enjoy things. And it's really, really important to be on the same page with your partner with that, especially family. And it can be difficult at times. We are from different cultures, so I'm in a mixed race relationship. My partner is from the Congo, and I'm Scottish. So our boys are Scottish Congolese, and they have mixed heritage. So it's very, very important that we are working together to understand each other. It's not just understanding a man and a woman and how different we are. And I know people say we're from different planets. I think that's totally true. But there's also the added element of different cultures, different understanding of the way to interact with people, the way to communicate with people. And it's very important to really try your best to understand your partner and where your partner's coming from. And also the other way around. So communication is majorly important, talking to each other, understanding each other, and not putting expectation on each other, thinking, oh, they might think this way or they might think that way. No, ask them how they're thinking, ask them what they're thinking, ask them how they're feeling. And it's really important to make as strong a connection as possible within your relationship. And relationships can have their ups and downs, but I think I remember reading somewhere about if 80% of the time it's good and you have good interactions, then you're doing well. And I think, to be honest, we are doing a lot better than that. We haven't at certain points of times in the years, but we're doing a lot better than that. I would say that most of our interactions are positive, and if we do annoy each other, upset each other, we talk about it, we work it through, we communicate with each other about what our understanding is of the situation and what we're taking from a situation. And if we are upsetting each other or annoying each other, we apologise, we work on it, we try and move on, and that's all you can do. And it's really important, especially in any relationship, but especially when you have children, to be on the same page, because we parent together, we work together, and we make sure that everything that we do is for the kids and everything we do is for our boys for the future, to set them up, to make them productive members of society. I know that sounds a bit out there, but it's true. We want our kids to be good people. We want them to be good men. That's what I want for them. I want them to be good friends, good partners, good husbands at some point in their life. And it's really important to make sure that we're setting them up to be polite and productive human beings. And you can only do that if you and your partner are on the same page. It's about working together and making sure that everything that you do is not just for you as a couple, but you as a family. And everything we do is about looking towards the future and making sure the boys are set up and happy and healthy. And that's really, really important. It's one of the best things ever. I have a wonderful family. I have my mum and my aunts and stuff like that, my brother and my sister-in-law and my niece and nephews. But my wee insular family, my hubby and my boys are the most important part of that. And it's about making sure that we are on the same page and we gel and we connect. And yeah, I wouldn't be without him. He's my person. We're his people, and that's how it goes. I have my person and I'm happy. And yeah, I don't get everything right. I never will. But I apologise. We move forward. I try and understand where my partner's coming from, and we make sure we're having the best life we can. And I think that's all you can do. But relationships are hard, but they're definitely worth it. Especially if you find your person, if you find the person that you want to have children with, if you find the right person for you. And I've found my person. And if you've not, then keep looking. It's about finding the right fit. We don't always fit with everybody. We don't always gel with everybody. but there always is someone out there for you if you're willing to show up and willing to bring yourself and who you are, so that your partner can really understand you and get to know you, and you can do the same for them. So I hope everybody's doing well in their relationships. If you want to comment, let's just start some comments. Ask advice if you need it, it's not a problem. And I hope you have a good day.